So Tristan, coming up on the last games here of the regular season on your rookie year, how do you feel different now than you did either maybe draft night or training camp just earlier before you had a chance to get out there and really prove yourself on the field?
Yeah, I think I'm a lot less nervous. I remember especially like draft night, like after I got picked and I had the call with some of the coaches, like just knowing I was blocking for Tom and everything, and kind of just had this wave of like terror almost kind of just sit over me from draft night till pretty much till camp started.
Well, let's see, now you're the one inflicting terror on other people that you're blocking. I mean, that's quite a 180 there.
Well, I'm trying.
Well, how about so far? Are there any moments or memories that you feel like already stand out to you about your rookie year that you'll remember and look back on? You know, we know it's not over yet, but are there any things now that you already feel like someday you're going to look back and those will be the stories you tell?
Oh, that's a good one. I guess not really that off the top of my head. I mean, probably the Gronk spike that happened last week, but you know, that one's hard to forget. But I mean, right now, I don't think I'll be able to remember much, but like after the season, I'm sure I'll be like, oh, I remember when this happened or that happened. But right now, I can't really think of anything besides the infamous spike.
The infamous spike was pretty great. And yeah, you being a little bit scared of it was pretty incredible, considering how big you were. I loved that moment. All right, so how about if you were to rate your play so far, especially maybe even compared to your expectations that you had for yourself and in terms of what you thought you were going to be able to accomplish on a weird rookie year and then what you've been able to do?
Yeah, I think I'm doing all right. You know, Coach Ferentz always had this saying that hay's never in the barn. So, you know, just there's always still work to do, you know, no matter what. So, you know, I'm still coming to work every day, you know, with a good attitude and just giving as best effort as I can. You know, we still got a couple more games left, you know, and then we'll see where we're at and then go from there. But I think I'm doing okay.
I'm really glad you explained that phrase because I wasn't sure what that meant. That's great. I enjoy that. The coaches, players, all these people have been bragging on you like crazy. I've heard the phrase real deal several times from a lot of them, including guys like Shaq, who may know a thing or two about going against O-linemen. What does it mean to you to hear that those statements are already flying your way as a rookie? And are there maybe any of the best compliments or comments that you've received from other players or coaches that really you are super proud of?
You know, I mean, it means a lot to hear those things from those guys. But, you know, I just try and just take it for what it is. You know, like I said, I'm just trying to do my best. I think just what I like hearing them out, you know, like after a game, you know, somebody will say, you know, just keep grinding, you know, keep doing your thing, you know, because that's what I try and do. I just try and power through and do the best that I can. So it's nice hearing that. You know, everyone likes getting complimented, but you don't want to drink too much of the punch.
That's like a total offensive lineman mentality, though. You guys are the humble hard workers in there. Your names almost only get called whenever you've done something wrong. So we like to give you guys some credit every now and then. How about maybe the toughest matchup that you've had so far?
Oh yeah, I mean, I think there's been a couple of them because each guy, you know, every guy I go against each week is bringing something different to the table. Like Cam Jordan, big power rush guy, so you know I had to sit down on that all night. You know, Joey Bosa, he's slippery. He's got a lot of moves, good movement with his hands. Khalil Mack, you know, he's got really good speed to power. It's been a lot of tough guys I had to go against, and I've loved it. It's been a lot of fun.
Yeah, you've definitely had a serious road here already as a rookie in terms of who you've gone against. How about if you could go back to tell yourself something before the season started, what do you think it would be?
Don't flash your hands when you're setting. No. It's kind of a little inside joke with the O-line, but yeah, just don't flash your hands. Just do what you know how to do, and go out there and give good effort, and you'll be fine.
I like that. And has anything about playing in the NFL surprised you as compared to what you expected?
No, not really. I mean, everyone's pretty good you go against. I don't want to say it's like what I expected, but it's just, I think it's been everything that I've imagined. Like growing up, I mean, besides not having like full stadiums, so like getting to go out of the tunnel hasn't been, I think, as exhilarating as it could have been. But just like seeing, you know, after a game, everyone goes and shakes hands and everything, and just seeing guys that I grew up watching, you know, I'm just out on the field with them and it's just pretty cool just to see and do that, to look back on like how far I've come and everything, and to get to play with guys that I watched growing up is pretty cool.
Yeah, absolutely. And are you a guy that sets goals for yourself? Did you have any personal goals for your career going into this season? And if so, have they changed at all based on how you've been able to play this year?
Normally I am a big goal setter, but this year I didn't have very like specific goals because you didn't know what was going to happen. There was just a really weird year, but in high school I was a big goal setter, and even last year. But I just kept telling myself, I think every time I got asked about it, and I just kept telling myself, I just want to come in and do the best that I can for my team, make as big of an impact as I can, hopefully contribute quite a bit.
The My Cause, My Cleats game, and you had a cause that was close to your heart, and then you've also gotten to participate in Turkey Time with the O-line. So even though this year has been very different and a lot of the normal sort of community events you guys would get to do have changed a bit, what has it been like to get to be a part of a couple of those things and to realize the platform essentially that you have now?
My Cause, My Cleats, that was awesome. Getting to be a part of that, the Children's Hospital, University of Iowa Children's Hospital. So it's just being able to get to be a part of those things, and like you said, the platform that we have now as professional football players is amazing. Get to being able to share messages or promote things or I don't know, just bring awareness about stuff is really awesome.
Yeah, and tell us a little bit more about your cleats and that cause and why it was so close to your heart.
Yeah, so I picked the Children's Hospital. This is the second time I've done something with them. I did something for the Combine as well. But I picked that just because when I was at Iowa, we got to go up and hang out with the kids quite a bit. It was just kind of funny to think about. Sometimes football players, or as most athletes, we kind of think some days going out to practice or going to train, it's like, oh, this is tough, I don't want to do this. But then, we had those kids up in the hospital, and it's like you see them and what they're going through on a daily basis, being poked and prodded with needles, getting x-rays, MRIs, all sorts of stuff. And then you look back, you're like, I'm just playing football. I get to go play a sport, for a living. So it really sheds a different light on what we do, and getting to go up there and just hang out with the kids for 15 minutes, put a smile on their face, is really amazing. And then I had a little girl from my hometown, Kendra Hines. I grew up with her older brother and everything, and whenever I see her, she gives me a big hug, comes running up to me, and she's been to the Children's Hospital a couple of times, had procedures there, so I figure, what better way to honor both of them,